Greetings and salutations, horror movie fans. My name is Gilbert Ybarra, and welcome back to the Attic Review. On today's episode of TAR, we're going to be talking about a classic 80s love story with a little movie called My Bloody Valentine. This retro slasher is a ton of fun, so let's break the movie down into the three acts as I saw them play out, what I liked and disliked about each part, and how I felt about the movie overall. So without further ado, the 80s gory stylings of My Bloody Valentine. The movie begins with a male and female coal miner playing a little Explore the Shaft, if you know what I mean. And by that, I mean a striptease from her, which is kind of underappreciated from the masked coal miner because for her efforts, she earns an early death and we get some quick opening credits. Besides that little mishap, this town is full of mine workers that are an exceptionally happy group. And there is love in the air, and the town is excited as hell. Because for the first time in 20 years, they're going to get a chance to shake that ass at a Valentine's Day dance. Hey, how come there hasn't been a dance in nearly 20 years? I am so glad you asked that. The mayor receives a box of chocolates, and Dan was Forrest Gump correct. Because this box contains a human heart and a warning. No dancing, bruh. I mean it. We learn the rest of the story from a crazy bartender that a miner named Harry Warden cursed the town to never have a Valentine's Day dance again because 20 years ago, a negligent accident caused people to get trapped and die in the mines. And this drove Harry to murder his supervisors after he became insane from his survival due to cannibalism. But after 2 decades, the town decided, fuck that dude, we want to dance. Should have listened to those Ralph-like warnings because there's a killer on the loose making good on that threat from the past. Ooh, and we have a little love triangle developed between Sarah and her new boyfriend Axel and her ex-boyfriend TJ, who is the mayor's son and just moved back into town. Once friends, these two bros are now ready to kill one another for apparently the only single girl in town. And the female population drops some more as another victim is found with another warning. Stop that dance! The mayor finally decides that these homicides will not stand, man, and shuts down the dance and we end Act 1. And you know what else will not stand? You watching without being subscribed, so pretty please hit the subscribe button. All done? Alright, let's get into the Act 1 likes and dislikes. Act 1 like, I love the immediate establishment of the lore of Harry Warden. They got to it quickly, and I feel like I've known the guy for years. Another like is the incredible chemistry that this crew has. If I had to develop the black lung pops from working in the mines, it would be with these lovable bastards. One last like is that the scares are enjoyable. Little predictable, but still they are very nicely crafted. Act 1 dislike is that they made me love the crew so much that I don't want to see what's going to happen to them in Act 2, but here we go. Act 2 begins with the group not too happy with their rager being cancelled and TJ being a naughty boy and trying to steal Sarah from behind Axel's back. TJ also decides that they're going to have a party in the mines as a middle finger to his father's orders because again, this town has a Kevin Bacon-like obsession with having a goddamn dance. And that crazy bartender wants to teach the kids a lesson for wanting to party in the mine. But I'll let you watch as his prank ain't gonna go so well for him. And the kids decide to party on. Those little Not gonna lie, that party looks fun as hell. And I'm glad that they are enjoying themselves before they wind up in the morgue. This is the remainder of Act 2. As the kids party hardy and some of them get killed hardy by someone that we presume to be Harry Warden. And we end this act as a group of the friends wisely decide to go down to the mine to get shafted. And you know what? I don't want to feel shafted, so do me a favor, please hit subscribe so we can get into the Act 2 likes and dislikes. Thank you. Act 2 like. I condensed this act a little bit, but don't be mistaken. This act is filled with great scares and kills. This is one of the better polished slashers of the 80s for a reason, and this second act really warms up the audience nicely for the finale. Again, the chemistry is a delight to watch amongst the crew, but so are some of the scenes like, I swear to God, the bartender attempting his prank. I don't know why, but it gets me every time I watch it. And another scene that I really enjoy for its creativity, you know what, I'm just going to say this. Hot dogs. Act 2 dislike? Well, I guess I need something to complain about in this badass movie, so I'm gonna go with my side-eye towards the character of Howard. I'm really enjoying this group of friends, but that mother trucker has got to go. Gots to go! Alrighty, on to Act 3 and the finale of My Bloody Valentine. Act 3, well, the party's over as the murders prove to be a real party pooper and the alive people are dispersing. Then Axel and TJ decide to join forces to go save Sarah and their friends from the clutches of Harry? Is it Harry? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. They are not doing so hot as the rescue crew, as the group is being picked off one by Harry or whoever the hell is down there, and the group keeps getting separated and more lost. As if being chased in these dark, musty-ass coal mines weren't enough, now here comes the cherry on top of this shit sundae as they find out there's basically no way out of these mines. Well, unless they want to treat us to a suspenseful and fun ladder chase, which they do. I don't think I need to tell you this, but that plan doesn't work either, and our final 4 survivors are left bumbling around in the dark until the Fuzz decides to show up to rescue whatever remains. And really and truly, the rest of Act 3 is scary, creepy, and tense and has a really cool reveal of the killer, but I want you to enjoy the rest of Act 3 and the rest of the film. And I hope that you are enjoying this review, so please do me a favor and subscribe so we can get into the Act 3 likes and dislikes. Act 3 like? The reveal of the killer at the end of the movie is legendary, and the last 15 minutes of this is why I love horror movies. That spooky atmosphere of being trapped with the killer is an incredible rush. The chase scenes in the last act were phenomenal, and the unexpected whodunit element that popped up out of nowhere was a really nice touch. I lightly mentioned it earlier, but the atmosphere and spook factor in the mines is amazing and made the chase scenes seem that much more urgent. Act 3 dislike? Okay, I'm just being selfish here, but I wanted a higher body count just because they were doing so well in unaliving all these mine workers in such fun fashion. That's just me though. Overall, My Bloody Valentine is some of the cream of the crop of 80s slashers, and after rewatching it, I realized that this really needs to be up there with Friday the 13th and Halloween. This is done better than the first 2 Friday the 13th movies, in my opinion. It never struggled with its pace or story. It created a fearsome villain immediately, and it actually gave us a group of victims that we cared for as opposed to most 80s slashers. Unique, fast-paced, and a great twist at the end, that cemented my love interest in this movie. My Bloody Valentine needs more hype and praise. And that's it for today's episode of Tar and my new infatuation with My Bloody Valentine, and I hope you have a new spark for it as well. It has been an absolute pleasure. Please like and subscribe, tell some friends. My name is Gilbert Ybarra, and thank you so much for watching the Attic Review. Smile, Tiger!